Hello and welcome to Geek at Play Studio Tutorials. In this tutorials, we'll look how to create a realistic mountain range with high details and materials, and we'll look from beginning when we start creating using procedural terrain, applying materials, and add some realistic atmosphere. So let's begin by creating our procedural terrain. Next, what I want to do it is increase in size. So let me be sure we have a large size of terrain available. Okay, maybe just slightly position. Next, what I'm going to do it is edit our terrain. Inside our terrain editor, a couple things I want to do. It is disable zero edge. I just want have it our terrain plot so we can position camera. Next, we'll go to procedures and we go to edit our function. Okay, in our function editor, couple things we're going to modify. One, we're going to do it is change from our simple fractal to the terrain fractal. Terrain fractal will provide us with much better realistic look terrain that we will have it sharp peaks same in a valley a little bit smoother, so it will be look very realistic. And let's go ahead modify some settings in our terrain fractal. So a couple things. One, I want to take meta scale and actually decreasing. So maybe leave it about 27. I want to have a big range of the mountains. We can preview right here. You can move and preview what is creating. For now, I'll just cover so we can see all these details what we have it on settings. Larger features, I want to decrease maybe not that much, just slightly, maybe to 6. Okay. We want to touch smaller feature, but I want to increase roughness. And let's increase to maybe about 773 around that area. So we'll have higher mountains and also increase our gain maybe to around 2, maybe around that area. Okay. I don't want to modify any noise, but I want distortion work here. So I want to actually decrease distortion that will have it. Okay. And let's say around 26, 27. Let me go 26 set right here. There you go. And increase bumps. So we'll go to about 3.5, right around that area. Okay, couple things. Let's look right now. Here you can see we have a very nice range. It's very looking very interesting with the value. Sometimes it maybe doesn't look exactly the same, and the reason why that is your seed that is using randomized maybe have a different value. So if you want to do exactly the same, if you want just copy, you can just put it this values 725.4, 886.41, and minus 643.31. Those will create a same random looking fractal. So your fractal will generate it based on that seed. In some cases, if you like your terrain, you can write down the numbers that you use it and you can manually put them in. So next, what I want to do, I want to add right here filter on this node, and I want to change this filter. So let me move a little bit down so we can preview. Switch to the strata. And what strata give it us, it's those layers. What's happened with mountains when they push it up, the earth layers, it's kind of will represent on a side. And with using strata filter, I want to have it like in real mountains, those layers and the steps that materials will apply or accumulating snow, if we apply snow, will display it. So right here on the strata filter, let's modify slightly. The rock hardness, I want to actually decrease that one. We will take our thickness and also reduce. And reason is why I want to have it smaller steps kind of. So for the distance for massive look terrain, that will give it a little bit better scale to real one. Okay, layer spacing as well. Let's drop that down. And we'll take plateau filling and actually increasing this. So provide a little bit more smoother on the top layers. And edges, just let's go to the 0. I want those edges pop up. Right here, we actually have it our strata positioning. And this is you can start using if you want a little bit tilted to the on an angle. And sometimes it's hard to understand which way is going, what is meaning minus 80 degrees or 80. And this is in a position, it will orientating on how much tilt you will apply with the next value. So in the tilt can be from whatever 0 up to 90 degrees you can have it to vertically. But right here, for example, I create some image that may help you to see when you have it on applied to the position of the terrain. So 0 it will be east, minus 90 north, 90 south, and minus or 180 or plus 180 it's a west. So on this on position of your terrain. And that image I will also will available online. So if you have a question, you can reference to that image to be sure in which direction if you apply tilt heading. But I won't use it at this one, so we'll leave it like this. Let's click OK. And a couple things what you notice right here, I want to increase height of this, and a couple ways you can do. The easiest way probably to do for you is just go ahead right here and just drop down a little bit or up. So in that case, what will happen, we increase roughness. Let me also take this and just rotate like this. I want to have it kind of lower angle towards camera and higher away from camera. So we'll take our camera and move up. So let's also set our render options, and I want to set render to screen as well. I want to go ahead and free user define. So right here, we can go ahead and maybe increase some settings around this. Let's preview what we have it. And you can see we have a very nice mountains already preview for us with nice some smooth areas on bottom and mountains poking on the top. Okay, so let me kind of zoom out right here. We have our camera. Next, let's position a little bit our camera more. So just want to move slightly away. Okay. Just one preview position for mountains. Okay, so let me go ahead, position. Okay, next I want to show you a couple tricks actually we can apply in the future when we start working right now with materials. It is I want to go ahead and edit object. Okay, and one thing what I want to do for this object, I want to apply some materials to the top of the ridge, even right here on a lower level. And to do this, we go ahead, switch to 2D right here. Be sure you check apply 2D. Okay, let's select some material for this one. We'll select another material. Okay, we'll go to effect and you press and hold a little bit on diffusion. So you'll notice right here we start applying this material on top, but our mountains is diffused. I don't want them diffused, so we'll undo. Now we return to back to what we have before, but to the top you notice we was applying different material, and that is actually how we start to mixing. On this case we can multiply. So it's an interesting trick if you want to apply different material just to the ridges of the mountains. It doesn't matter on what elevation they are located, just the top on the sharpest points. So let's click OK. And right now you notice we will have right here two materials with our map generated, and we'll use this in a second. Okay, so let's go ahead now and work on our materials, and we'll do this in our next tutorial.